Welcome to a day in my life. I'm a uni student, I do high ticket sales, and I run my own business, all while trying to keep God at the center of it all. Today we've decided to pick up the camera because it's going to be a pretty packed day today. We've got a finance test, we've got coaching calls, we've got calls with clients, we've got sales calls, we've got gym, content, food, pretty much everything, what do you call it on a packed day that breaks apart, obviously deep diving into what I do. But yeah, let's get into it. Yo, so it is 6:55 in the morning, and pretty much the first thing that I do is spend time with God, set my foundation straight, set my structure, my day straight, because I find if I don't spend time with God in the morning, it does feel kind of falling apart there. Now, I'm not perfect with this, but yeah, pretty much just diving into the Word. This is a book that I've been kind of picking up recently. It's a book, I made myself, called I Thank God For, and pretty much just like a sense of gratitude pushing into that, and yeah, just kind of writing down the promises that God has for me in terms of business, in terms of sales, in terms of answered prayers, like everything. It's good. Then I'll check my messages, get that high cortisol spike, see if I've missed anything, missed any emails, if the team's falling apart there. But it is 7 o'clock right now, so we're going to jump to the Word for a little bit, and then we've got a call at 8 to pretty much start off the day. But sweet, that's it. So yeah, today we're doing a little bit of reading from Isaiah 53. I can't hold the Bible up properly, but Isaiah 53, it's pretty much Isaiah, he's a prophet, and he's talking about the death or the coming death of Jesus Christ. And it's a pretty intense chapter, intense scripture there. It was talking about pretty much, it was like our weakness he carried, we turned our backs on him, he was led like a lamb to a slaughter. And there is just so much weight behind that. I try to use this book, this chapter here especially, as a foundational of where my faith lies, because to not become so numb to the reality of the situation, not to become so numb to what this is here, and it's just, I want to look at this and kind of feel the pain, feel what he kind of went through, so it doesn't numb it down or like get so just normalized. Oh yeah, Jesus died for our sins, like it was just a normal thing, just everybody says it there. But yeah, it's definitely a heavy book in terms of like where my faith grows from. It's because I never want to become numb to this, especially like the cross around my neck. Don't want to become numb to that, and this is just a constant reminder of it. But yeah, for those, if you haven't read Isaiah 53 yet, read it. It's great. And yeah, that's definitely a strong point for where my foundation lies with faith. It's almost 8 o'clock and I'm about to head into my first call of the day. So I guess one thing I learned about sales is that it doesn't actually matter what time it is or how you're feeling that day. You still have to show up and be present to your best of your abilities. You have the responsibility as a closer. Remember, like, these people came to you asking for help, wanting to seek that change. So you need to treat it with the same energy, ask the right questions, and that same respect it deserves. So be it. I can't wait for this first call. Let's get into it. Sweet, first call done. It was a close, $7,200 paid in full, ready to get started, onboarded and everything. Now that's a pretty good start to the morning. Now, obviously I'm trying not to get too happy about it in the sense that I don't want to be so emotionally attached to the outcome, to the result. I'm trying to teach myself that, close a deal, sweet, cool, on to the next. Lose a sale, lose a deal, cool, sweet, on to the next. Because if you spend your sales journey tying this emotional roller coaster, depending on whether you close a deal or not, it's going to get tiring and you're going to burn yourself out. Because we've got another call in 15 minutes, ready to jump into that, ready to sign them on, and it's going to be good. All right, well, that second call was a no-show. Waited around 10 minutes. He didn't pick up any calls, didn't answer any messages, and just completely became unresponsive. But I guess that's sales. And a year ago, I probably would have wasted that time, went to doom scrolling and just sat on my phone. But I've got a finance test in an hour, so I need to prepare for that, get some last minute study in, and stay at those A+ marks. An hour ago, I was taking a sales call. Now I'm sitting a finance test. I'll see you guys on the other side. Sweet, so finance test is done, out of the way. That was so easy.
It was not easy, but it is done. That is worth 30%. We'll find the marks out soon, but we can't sit around it and wait. I've got a call with a client directly after this, and I need to hop on that straight away. We're signing on another client into the business. Obviously, days like today look like good days, but I don't want this day in the life video to make it look like these things happen every day and all my job is just signing on clients and signing deals and closing deals, and that's it. There are days where we make no money. There are days there are no sales. There are weeks where the team gets everything wrong. There are times when you even question what you're doing, if it's even working. That's why I want to document all of it and not just the wins. Yes, sir, we've just made it to City Fitness and I cannot wait for a proper session because, yeah, we're about to hit some back end buys and I'm tired, but I'm keen. Like, I've been sitting inside all day, sitting at a computer, and I just want to hit some weights. Just listen to some music, smash some weights out. I recently started to pick up kind of the old style music side of things, like, I don't know, Enter Sandman, like Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses, like that kind of music, and it's been good. I switched it from worship, but actually saying that, I've picked up Chicago by Michael Jackson, and I don't know, something about that on a Stairmaster was crazy. That was like peak. That was peak. So that's like my gym song at the moment. But I really want to get back into MMA. Like, I say MMA like I'm some, Izzy Adesanya, but is get back into MMA because I was talking to my coach the other day. I saw him walking. I hadn't seen him in ages. And because people get off work at like 5, so that they book in calls like 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, but that's when the coaching is. So if I have to show up to coaching, I have to block out that time in terms of calls, which could be costing, I guess, thousands, in this case now with the business, thousands. So it's like trying to balance the both, trying to find an AM session, but because I'm so keen to get into fighting because that was so fun. When I was like appointment setting back in January in the summer, I would hit dials in the morning, go to training, go to sparring, and then, work all day, pretty much inside. It was aircon room, it was so good, sit at the beach, hit my dials, hit my KPIs, then go back to training, get beat up, beat other people up, try to, and then repeat it. That was like peak. Right now, gym, it doesn't top that as much. Like, I quite like the sparring side of things, getting better at that. But I need to try to find a time that matches because, like I'm saying, they do it after work, but I also work when people finish off work because that's the only time they can take calls. So trying to balance the two. But yeah, I'm keen to smash this out, get a fat pump. Now I can't record it because I don't want to get banned. But low-key, I could probably record it. We can do it next time, do a proper gym session. Yapping with one of the students, actually, that'd be tough. But yeah, this is it here, and we should be tough. Yo, it's good. We are back from the gym. It is, bro, my arms are shaking. I'm tired. Hit back and buys, and then had finished off with some forearm curls, and then I don't even know, my forearms are dead. I mean, obviously, it's a day in life. I feel like it can't be without like it's a car motivational yap there. So what I did want to cover was something that's changed massive for me is my relationship with God. And I guess my journey throughout sales and God has gone side by side. And it's changed the way I look at business, it's changed the way I look at sales, it's changed the way I look at money. Because when you get all of those things, it's very easy to place them as your identity. It's very easy to look at me and define yourself based on how well your business is doing, or how many sales you got, or how much money you're making. Because you see every video in the space and it's like, hi, I'm 20 years old, I made $50,000 this month, or I did $100,000 this month. And it's like they introduce themselves or base themselves off their value by introducing how much money they made. So it's very easy to fall into the trap of defining your worth based on how much money you make, especially in the entrepreneurial space when everybody's chasing that goal. They see that 10K goal, and you see the guy going, I made 100K this month. It's like, okay, sweet, I need to get to that. I'm not valued as much because I'm not making that much money. So you start measuring whether or not you should have a good day based on how much money you made, or based on if you close that deal, if you sign that client on, or you just did a great objection handle. And when your identity becomes attached to these things, every bad day feels personal, or it feels like an attack and can really beat you down. My faith and my walk with God has helped me detach from that. That's why I was talking earlier in my earlier YouTube video of Matthew 6:33. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added. See, what I take of it for in terms of business is push into God, and he's got everything else sorted. Give him the stress, give him the workload, give him the pressure. All you need to do is push into him. And that's something I'm genuinely trying to run my business by. It's something I want to live by, and I am going to live by. It definitely is a journey, but just pushing into God, knowing that he's got that sorted, is such a sense of relief, confidence in what I'm doing is right, knowing that I'm pushing into God and he's the one running the business. I'm ambitious. I want to become successful. I want to make a lot of money. I want to help a lot of people. I want to take over the New Zealand sales space. I want to build a huge legacy, but I never want any of those things to sit above God, because I've realized I can still work insanely hard at my business and not need my identity to come from it. And when things do go wrong, instead of spending my time fixating on the problem problem or on the trial that I'm in, I can fixate it on him, knowing that he's the one running the business, and I can lean on him, have confidence that he's got me sorted. And that's not just made me stronger spiritually, but it's made me stronger in business as well, in terms of taking that step, knowing that you've got God backing you up. But yeah, anyway, I'm so hungry and there's a Subway right around the corner, so I'm just gonna have a quick munch before we've got a team call. Okay, sweet, we've got our food and we've got our Subway and I'm so hungry. Can't wait to dig into this. Now, I've got a call in about 5 minutes, but lucky I take my laptop everywhere. Just had this under the chair while I was at the gym. And I guess it's one of the perks of being able to work from wherever I want but I'm just taking calls in the car. I've actually closed a call in a car, which is, I guess, goes against all the authority in terms of rules of closing, but it works. But I need to have a quick munch of this. But to be honest, I'm probably going to take this off because I'm going to get food everywhere. And I don't know why, but I'm double kitted up in the sweatpants and in the thing, and it looks like a Hallenstein's. Hallenstein's hit me up. I can model for you. Look at this. This is I don't even know, teriyaki chicken, no, peri-peri chicken with, I don't know, tomato, chipotle sauce, and it's a whole wombo combo. How do you even, where it's tough. Oh, here they. So good. Alright, sweet, we're back from the gym, we had a shower, we've had our food, and we've got another call scheduled shortly, just in the waiting room, going to be in about 5 minutes, but yeah, let's get into it. And that's a close, another $5,000 piff. So we're sitting on at around 12,200 cash collected for the offer that I'm on at the moment, just for today. Again, grateful for it, but you know, tomorrow starts at 0, and yeah, but today's been good so far. Only 2 calls, and yeah, it's going chill. Okay, sweet. So now that that's out of the way, we've got the next hour free to head into content. Obviously, now that I'm a closer and also run my business in terms of closing, I get a lot of my leads through organic or obviously ads. So I'm going to spend the next hour filming ads and, you know, filming some more content for some reels. The reason I'm kind of laughing at that is because, oh my gosh, you should see, if you saw the behind the scenes of what went behind those ads, you know, the same repeated lines, the same stuttering, where it is, oh, it's full on. No, it's definitely, sorry, not full on. It's more so like a muscle. Like, it took me like only half an hour to film my first like 2-minute ad, and it was just on repeat. I lied, it's probably like an hour. Now it takes me about 5 minutes to get it out. It's definitely a muscle that I need to train. Just even talking to the camera, it's like a little bit uncomfortable, like sounding a more natural, more kind of, I guess, not so much forced, like scripted. Obviously I've got like a script to help me back it up there, but making it sound more natural. But yeah, using this hour to kind of head into more content and yeah, kind of grow the personal brand there. Heading into that from Canary, Mars, Whitening. Yeah, sweet. So that's content done, filmed, managed to get 3 reels done and 1 ad just in the hour. We're about to head into dinner, and look, this is my kind of like breakdown, chill period. I don't know, catch up on some DM, cheeky little doom scroll, and kind of wait until my next call. So we've got a next call at 8, coaching call with me and the students, and pretty much, I don't know, we'll be running through appointment setting, and yeah, it's going to be the chillax time there. Alright, sweet. Jumping to those group coaching calls, it's about to start in a couple minutes. I'm about to send them over. We're going to be covering how to land roles, because that's what the students are focusing on at the moment. But honestly, this is my favorite part about the business, favorite part about the day, because high ticket sales has changed a lot for me, and now being in a position where I can help them take that step, help them land their first role, be the person who I needed when I first headed into the space. So, you know, they don't have to waste a year. Some of these guys are landing roles within 6 days or even 2 weeks. Like, as we've got like a 90% of these students are landing roles within the first 30 days of working together. Like, that's an insane statistic, and I don't know, these guys are succeeding very, very well, which is good, but it's so fulfilling when, like, I remember when Piran, he hit his first 10k month, I was more excited for him than he was. I was just ecstatic, being like, what the heck? And then taking that step from somebody being in uni, lifeguard, didn't really have any experience heading into this, and completely changed their life and changed the trajectory of it, just by, I guess, helping them out, taking that step. And I guess it's good to see that hard work pay off, but also good to see it more and more. That Piran was obviously a while ago, and now he's making good money, and now it's not just one Piran, it's not just one off. Taylor's, he's in Dubai at the moment, and it's cool heading into it with these people making these money, because it's just, I guess, seeing the hard work pay off, which is good. Like, I never wanted to be in a position where I only helped myself, be able to use my skills and help them take it up, which has been great. Now, this is the Fathom recorded. I can show you what that looks like, because, actually, let's bring this up. This is them here. What we're covering is, oh, hello.
What they're covering, or what we're covering, is role plays. So they've just recorded some loom, some role play. I'm just breaking it apart down there, kind of giving feedback, stopping and pausing, showing the psychology, why you do this, why do you do it there, pausing it back and forth, just constantly ongoing improving there. Right now, some of these guys do not have offers, so they're just running out role plays, and it's just breaking down those role plays. But obviously, the ones who do have calls, we can break down the real calls and break down those apart. But yeah, that's what I love about this, is like, it's constantly improving. There's actually no ceiling towards this. Like, I'm teaching these guys, but I'm also growing myself. There's no like, oh, I've completed sales. There's still so much room to go. And yeah, nah, it's been good. Yo, so that pretty much is wrapping up the day. The day's finished. I normally finish off checking out with admin team, doing all my reports. I've never missed an EOD report ever. Ask my sales manager. And yeah, to sum it up, that's pretty much what the day looked like. You know, uni done, church done, Bible done, business done. That's pretty much that on repeat. And that desk that I showed you with the red light, usually sitting there for hours. And yeah, hours and hours and hours. But yeah, like I said, today was a good day. Had the uni test done, did very well. Just checked the marks, was around like 80%. For a 30% test isn't too bad there. Managed to do 12,200 cash collected on my calls. Had more clients signed on, had gym done, content filmed, ads filmed. But if there's one thing I want you to take away from this day in the life video, is that not every day is perfect like this. Like I said, there's days where I do the same hours of work, no clothes, no money. Today's a good day. We did 12k cash collected for the offer that I'm working on, but yeah, it doesn't always look like this. Not one bit. But this is like a little snippet into what the life looks like. Yeah, I'm just trying to just document the process, just kind of film behind my life there. This is just obviously a good day to film, and yeah, we're going to be filming more. Like, I'm still at uni, I've got like a couple months left, and then I'm done. I actually can't wait. You know, I'm done, getting graduated, and yeah, off to my 9 to 5. You know, I'm still learning sales, I'm still running up a business, and it's going to be a whole journey along the way, and I'm trying to bring, I guess, you with me there. But yeah, appreciate you guys staying to the end. That pretty much wraps up the day, and I will see you all in the next one.